Hey guys, thanks for joining me here on Drew's News. Actually, this is a new portion of the show. I thought it would keep you guys a bit more in touch with what's happening in the next month, everything I'll be doing. Although you will find on my page, if you go to the Drew's Reviews page on MySpace, you will see that I have been listing gigs and different venues of locations and bands that I'll be working with over the next while. So pretty much everything on there you see, you'll likely see me at, and I'll be working in interviews with these guys. Just a little background on how this all got going. I started this just as a simple blog, really. I just found a few artists online that I thought were really cool, and I started wanting to tell people about them, so that's what I started doing. And eventually that turned into a request for an IM interview with one fellow, and he actually agreed, so I just stuck with it. And about once a month there for that year, I just kept it as a simple IM interview. And then I met a fellow from Edmonton named Scott Fox with a project he's got going on there called Static Sun. And he mentioned he was coming down to Calgary, and he said, well, why don't we turn this into a live interview? And I thought, okay, well, this could do something for sure. So I ended up borrowing a camera, the very same camera I'm using right here, and yeah, we got her going. And now I'm in about 5 interviews. Live interviews. I've had some really cool bands I've met so far. 20 Centuries of Stony Sleep, Static Sun, obviously, Matt Blaze, Once Just, and the most recent, which I'll be posting really quickly, Pure City, very cool band. I just saw them playing at the Gateway here at SAIT in town, and those guys just rocked, man. Fuck, they kind of freaked me out. Actually, I wasn't really expecting that night, but it was a really cool show. Good turnout, and I hope to see more of that. That's really the goal here with this show, is to inform people and try to get them out of the house, get them going to see these gigs, because honestly, you're missing out on some really cool music. And these are live venues. Most of them are only $6-7 to get into, so feel free to just pop in, and even if it's just on your way to your next club, just stop in and show these guys a little support, because they work really hard, and for near to next money. They're pretty working for pennies, so definitely show them some support, and maybe we can start changing that in the scene here in Calgary. That would be awesome. From here, we've got a really busy June to look forward to. I've got a number of venues set up. I already had one weekend pass and 7th Rain. I'm gonna give you guys a hard time until you give me an interview. I don't know how many requests I've sent you online, but I've had to actually go to your promotion team there direct to try to get something going. So hopefully you guys will come around, and we can set something up here soon, because I'd like to interview you. As well, here going into the 13th and 14th, we've got 2 really cool gigs. We've got Soma State, which I'm really looking forward to meeting these guys. These guys all sound really cool. Their sound is wicked too. They've got a really powerful sound. Definitely worth checking out if you like that kind of hard, nice Tool-y, Soundgarden-y kind of thing going on. Pretty heavy, nice. And then the next night I've got Thunderwood at the Thirsty Dog, which will be pretty cool. These guys are hard rockers. I've not met them. Just had a little chat with one of the guys online, and it sounds like they're pretty eager to get going here. So we're going to do that here on Saturday. And then leading towards the 16th, that's next week, some really cool stuff going on. I've got Katie Rock. She's from BC. Cute little thing. Coming out with her band, and she's got a really cool sound, really like just a sweet sound, really. What else do you say? You could see her on one of these like Twin Peaks, or one of singing for one of these Party of Five type group, type sounds or whatever. Anyways, also that night too, after I'm done with Katie, I'll be heading over to the Republic, where I'll be interviewing Tupelo Honey, which is going to be really cool. I just had a chat with their person out in Nicola. Just chatted with Nicola out in Toronto, and she's saying these guys are well up and ready to go for that night, and so we'll be there for their sound check and probably get a little footage there. So that'll be really cool. And then from there, let's see here, Matt Blaze, Static and the Stars, on the 18th and 19th. Matt Blaze, I do have an interview coming with you, and I am really sorry that it's not been posted yet, but in getting it organized there with that camera I was using that night, I unfortunately didn't have the right plug, or the right plug, so I didn't have a Mac computer to work with. I was given a computer, camera that was only compatible with Mac, so I had to get him to copy all the files over to his PC and then bring it over to mine. So that was a bit of a trouble here, and I don't know how long it'll take me to get that going, but I hope to have it up this week for you, man. So you and the guys, I hope you're staying patient, but I did get some really cool footage, so I promise that'll be up shortly. Static and the Stars on the 19th. These guys won the Fuel 90.3 competition last 2 weeks ago now, and also the winners of 25 grand. They're actually having a little get together there themselves, and we'll just kind of leave it at that. I'm not gonna tell you when, because I think they're just inviting friends down for a few drinks, so they'll be spending a little bit of their money on high fives to their buddies for showing support, and thanks guys for that. That's awesome. Again, that's the focus of the show, is really to get more people out to these shows, you know, get bands supporting each other, get fans supporting bands, and I mean, hopefully all from there it's just going to go to bedlam, and eventually they'll have to shut down a bunch of clubs because it's just going to be crazy. There's going to be too many people looking to get into a gig, you know. And yeah, hopefully my own stuff's going to be coming here pretty soon. I do have an album hopefully out sometime towards I'm thinking late July, maybe August. Stuff's already done. It's just a matter of finding time. I'm just gonna give you an idea of what I just went through here last month, to show you sort of what my schedule was like and what I was working with. But it was pretty chaotic. If you even just have a little glance here, you can see, you know, like well, just from week to week, you can see there is quite a bit going on, and I did have to squeeze a lot of stuff in there. All that stuff circled in red is my day job. I'm a massage therapist, and well, that's what I do. So yeah, there we go. That was May. Now here is June. Okay, now you can see all the stuff coming up in June here. Some really cool events. Again, there's Katie Rocks, Tupelo Honey, Brian Mello, Matt Blaze, Static and the Stars, Virgin Fest, and then yeah, so right up until about the 28th of June here I'm pretty busy, so do be patient. Anyone waiting for reviews or interviews online, please be patient. I do have you all written down, and I do promise to get to you, but I am a little run ragged here, and I am running solo, although I do have to mention too, I did just get a new camera guy named Ryan Dudley. He'll be working with me likely on the weekends. He's got a family, so I'm definitely gonna let him take whatever leeway he needs in that direction, but he has agreed to work with me on the weekends to do some of these interviews coming up, so hopefully your footage is going to get markedly better than it has been. I realize some of the shots have been a bit dark, and I've been getting a few complaints about that, but this is all new to me, right? Like I'm a musician, massage therapist guy, not normally, you know, Mr. Editor man. So I'm just doing my best with this, but yeah, we'll definitely have some better footage to work with here very shortly. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. Don't forget to check out my page here, Drew's Reviews, online. You can see me on MySpace and also Facebook now, although I think the link's all fucked up because that little thing there messes everything up. You got like 6 different, you know, icons for it. You know, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, so yeah, take care, guys. I'll make sure to keep you updated next month with what's happening then. And thanks again for another edition of Drew's Reviews. Cheers.